Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent to go first. Hopefully he'll play an R and I'll have Dowania for a 8. Dowania. I don't think there's a 7. Opponent's changed. What a shame. Okay, what to do? Audio. Okay, opponent's turn. I've drawn the X, so I have the EX prefix. I have the OX component of a word. Extender, but not oxtender. Retox is good, but just looking at possible 7s or 8s. Okay, quinellas. Opponent bingo's there. And doesn't provide much for me, actually, which is a shame. He's actually taken out a hotspot for my X, so he's added insult to injury there. Exertion, almost missed that. Connecting to server. One higher. Exertion for 68. Okay, I've drawn a J. Hopefully opponent won't take this spot, but he's almost certain to. Jow for 44 would be amazing with this strong rack leave, but I'll be very surprised if that spot remains available. Definitely not seeing a 7 or an 8 with this rack. Jawar is a possibility, but I don't like the idea of leaving the J right above the double word square. What else is good? I don't have... pity I don't have an N for Reed John. That would have been nice, parallel to Quinellas. Opponent taking some time with this move. Hopefully he's not on the brink of bingoing again. Don't have another E for jewel. Jow, definitely the optimal play from this position if opponent were to change. That U really was handy for opponent after he changed 7. Okay, opponent makes makes my Jow spot even more lucrative. Jow and Few for 48. Yeah, that looks okay. Not a bad draw, but could have been a bit better, I think. The A looks somewhat useful. This is a hot spot here, the EX and the double word square. Two-letter play would score quite handily. For example, KA. Or even ZA. ZA or ZE. But I need to focus on my own rack. Now, what does the A make with this rack? Garmores, Grammars. Maybe the L? Not seeing a play through the L. Now, I'm wondering about Re, because I've got the G for Grex, but there are two P's to come. I don't know if that's the best option, but Grex actually looks half decent in terms of the rack leave. That's a 24-point play. Am I missing a bingo through this A? Yeah, I think just not seeing it, but I think I will go with Grex because the rack leave is pretty strong. Moopers. Don't know about Moopers, but Pro, I have the Pro prefix. Okay, opponent bingos, so I'm behind now. No, Moopers no good. Mopers is probably what I'm thinking of, but not Moopers. I think I will go with Moper. Deionize from a D. Unfortunately, no D available. Does the R assist? Not that I can see. Yeah, I think the D is the only one that will yield a bingo with this. Not even unionize, no, so deionize. I think ebionize might be good through a B as well. Okay, opponent scores well with fade. What to do here? Z hotspot, don't like that. Iron for 12, takes out a hotspot. EDH is good, so this could be a monster play if I don't take it out. And the Z danger as well. So although it only scores 12, it does mitigate some serious heavy scores, potential heavy scores from opponent. AS Deval. No, I need 2 A's for that, not 2 E's. I don't think there is a 7 here. Leviest from an L. Leviest. Reviest is no good. Leviest and Veliest. Doff takes an F. It's already been played. I just want to get rid of a V and an E, I think. Connection issue again. Hope that's not going to affect things. Okay, I'm going with Rev. Terrible pickup. That was really bad. I expected to draw maybe 1 consonant, but it wasn't to be. Jai is good, but it just opens up hotspots. Assaetes, not quite. AI. That's more like it. Cineast. Cineast is onto an E. Acetins does the J assist. Okay, opponent takes that spot. Caniest. I'm still a little bit behind here. I do have the K though. Bursey is good. Oh, he's taken my spot. That really hurt. I could have scored nicely there. but he has. Cow. Wok. Wok for 39. Corky doesn't quite fit. Wok is a good score, but what is Cow's score? 40. Yeah, I'll go with this. Bercy I still have on the rack. Bury or bury, as in to bury a body. Yeah, opponent's definitely got the upper hand here. I've got to score well now. Down to my last 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Cybers. Okay, you can't pluralize cybers, which is a shame. Criers. Okay, this is looking good. Balling. But where to play it? Eyeballing. That would be a 9. Abling or alb doesn't score enough. Aging. Okay, opponent's played ague. He's got the Z, so he's definitely in a strong position to win this game. I don't have 7 squares for an 8-letter play. I have the ABLE ending, which on such a tight board is lineable. No. Ah, wait, I've got the ball component of a word. Maybe something like sink ball, or with the R, ring ball. Rain ball, no. What about the N, the EN? Labeling. That would be through an E. Wow, so close. Spin ball. I think that sounds... Spin ball, no. Now there's also the bill component, like some type of bird, maybe like a... I guess there is a compound word here. Bill. Wow. Rainball. I don't think. Rainball. No. I have to just play something, I guess. Now, where's opponent's strong Z plays? What about bull? Bull here for 12. Oh, connection issue. So let's see if bull. So 379 each. I've got aging at the top. Opponent's gonna play Zune. Okay, and I've got 20 seconds. I'll go with aging. Aging. Oh, he wins by 1. Unbelievable. So how much did I get for aging? 14. Wonder if I should have played something else. What about Ains? That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 for AINS. I'll just thank my opponent. Ains would have won on the right. Okay, let's see what we missed. That was a shame that I didn't think that through. I just thought aging would be enough, but it wasn't. So Ains and bulls, and I actually played bull with the thought of setting up my outplay. So that was a bit remiss of me. Exchange for opponent, and then audio. That U was a godsend for him. That gave him, let me just see if I can hit this, Quinellas for 84, and then exertion was best. Fem for 29, opponent went with Fem for 26, and then I had Jow for 48. Riso, wow, that's also quite nice, but better rack leave after Jow. And stymied, or stymed, I don't know how you pronounce that, through the ME. Nice word. Grex was best for 24 here, according to Analyzer. And then opponent had stand pat for 76. He went with splattered for 72. And then oosperm. I have seen that word before, but it's very weird and hard to spot. So I don't hold that against myself too much for having missed it. Casified for 83. That's also a little bit tricky to spot. Opponent went with fade. Wow, Casified getting the underlap and the D tripled twice, so that would have been a nice score. And then fade. Yeah, then Oys for 26. Where was that? I1. Oh, parallel to Jow. That's quite nice. 26 keeps me in touch but the rack leave after iron was a little bit better, I think, but the score was dismal. So he went with I went with iron, and then his best play was cubist and cubed, and he went with cubed there. Now I didn't have a bingo here, so cave was best for 17 with a very strong rack leave, but I don't like the idea of opening up a trip lane and giving an easy triple word score for my opponent. So I went with what did I go with? Rev, and then Algleed for 26 faded, so there was nothing fantastic for opponent. He went with faded and dough. Now AI for 13 was best from here. I did play it on the left. Where were they suggesting it? I looked at the J and I thought, yeah, if I play it there, I'm taking out a bingo lane, but I'm actually, the J I'm unlikely to bingo from, but the O, still a chance. So, and then it also obstructed the Revs hook, so I didn't like the idea of playing it there. I just created the opening on the left. Gluish for 36 was opponent's best. From this position, he went with Guilt. Now, Caniest for 72 looks fine. Oh, and then Hath for 38, F11. Where was Hath? F11, H, where's H-A-T-H? Oh, down there. Wow, look at that. Nice. 38-point play with a strong rack leave. That would have been nice. Harsh was still a good score, 38 as well. Then I had Cow for 40, but Kaibo for 47 was 6A up the top here. Oh, Guilty and Geo, Kaibo, but giving an easy K play down through the trip, so not a huge fan of that. Cow still my preferred play, and it took out a hotspot with the Z unseen. And then opponent had T for 25, seems okay. And then Buyer for 41, Criers for 45, that seems fine. And then Ague was opponent's, well, he had Agog through the G, that would have been quite nice, 27. He went with Ague. Now, no bingos, that's interesting. No bingos, 22 was the highest score. At 4i, Mini, Lab, but that would have given opponent Booze, B-O-O-Z-E, for a Mozza. That's not best. Billion also not great. He would have had, oh, maybe that Billion would have been better for 18. Yeah, I don't think he has an N play with the Z. Yeah, what did I do? Bull for 12. Yeah, you see, I'm thinking Bull and then Ains. That was my thinking to set myself up. Now, can opponent, you see, he can't play the Z and the V in the same move here. And that's his downfall, because on countback I get some points. And so now he's on... Oh, wait a minute. Ain doesn't take an S. So that's true. Ain does not take an S. And aging was the highest score. I was thinking... Aging for 18, 1A across. Ah, so maybe I couldn't win from that point. That's interesting. Okay, so it was an unwinnable game from... Even from back here. I wonder if billion for 18 instead of bull. And then I've got I've got 9. Well, not 9. I've actually got 11 because opponent played his Z. So 11 plus 18 is 29. 29, and I got 12 plus 18, which is 30. So, yeah, 29 wouldn't have been enough. I think opponent wins it anyway. Interesting endgame to analyse that one. No major misses, I didn't think, but yeah, very close at the end. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.